Join us for our first extreme day trip to Geneva. Geneva is a short flight from Bristol airport. We hopped on a plane first thing in the morning and got back the same day late in the evening. The main city centre is a short train ride away from the airport. It's all very easy to use. The public transport runs very quickly and smoothly and is easy to navigate. Once we got off the train, we headed straight into the main city by foot and crossed over the River Rhone. The first stop was the Cathedral Saint-Pierre, Cathedral of Geneva, which was originally completed construction in 1260. It is a really beautiful cathedral and I'd highly recommend visiting if you're ever there. If you do also buy the Geneva City Pass for the transport, you'll get access to walk right up to the top of the cathedral tower where you get viewing panoramic views on a viewing platform right around the top of the tower. The views are breathtaking over the city. So our next stop, which was a short walk from the cathedral, was the Promenade de la Traille, where they have the longest bench in the world. It's 120 metres long and was completed in 1767. Just below the Promenade de la Traille is the Parc de Bastion, which is the home of the Reformation Wall, which was completed in 1917. Built into the old city walls, it's a monument to recognise the key figures in the Reformation, which was a religious movement in the 16th century in Europe that challenged the Catholic Church. So after a visit to the park, it was time for us to stop and have some lunch and refueled, and we stopped in a lovely little cafe called La Clemence, where I had a wonderful croque monsieur. So another great thing to do in Geneva is to purchase Choco Pass before you go. You can buy these online and it entitles you to free chocolates and a little bit of history in lots of the chocolate shops around the city. It's a great way to be able to see the city on foot, stop off at the chocolate shops along the way and pick up some amazing Swiss chocolate while you're there. So after visiting many of the chocolate shops, we headed on foot along the River Rhone again, down to the Bain de Paquis, which is essentially a jetty that sticks right out into the Lake Geneva. And along the jetty there are plenty of places for sunbathing, but also a cafe called Café La Burette de Bain, where you can get the most amazing Swiss fondue. We were also really lucky whilst we were there to see the iconic jet d'eau turn on, because it was actually meant to be turned off for maintenance whilst we were visiting, but we managed to catch a glimpse of it on for about 10 minutes whilst we were at the cafe. So next up we took one of the boats over the lake to the other side. You can use the city pass to be able to access the boats and ferries, and we headed over to the Jardin Anglais, which is where the famous flower clock is located. However, again, this time during this trip it was the flowers were not in bloom, so sadly we didn't get to see it. That was all we had time for in Geneva for the day, so after that it was just straight back to the airport for a well-earned rest. And if you'd like to see more of my travels, don't forget to like and subscribe to my page.